the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. We'll see the New Orleans Pelicans and the Denver Nuggets. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. And here is Murray. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish. And we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Peterson comes up empty down low. And here are the Pelicans. And Duren slams it in.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
New Orleans ball.
And the Pelicans with the possession. On the wing, Daniels. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Has to Ware. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Man, such a young, exciting core for the Nuggets. The MVP, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. This group has a chance to be a contender for years to come.
With some arc. And the turnover again. By Denver.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Peterson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Team foul.
First free throw is good. With Jokic, I mean, the potential, Greg, of this Denver team, they've got so much of it. But what is the key for them to actually reach it?
Kevin, simply health. I mean, they need Murray and MPJ to be out there. Well, those two have had major injury issues. Jokic is a generational talent, but the man needs help.
On the wing, Daniels. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw. Smitty taking a look at Brandon Ingram. He is a very difficult matchup.
He is, Kevin. He scores in bunches, works well as a facilitator, and is capable of serving as a lead ball handler. Plus, with his length and skill set, he can play 1 through 4.
Here's Peterson. Sinks the triple. Peterson's got 6.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
It's tipped. And they're able to recover. Denver in the lead. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. uses the glass to finish the layup.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Daniels. Peterson grabs the miss. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Ware. Pelicans with the rebound. Now here's Murray. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Can't get it to fall.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Chalk up 2 there.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Murray. To end the run. Finding the lane. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Off the inbound pass. And he throws it down hard with one hand. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Ware. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a 3rd foul this early.
Inside, Lee Baz was put in just the right spot.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Daniels into the lane.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Pelicans foul. That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
1:51 left here in the opening quarter. To the inside. That's his 2nd shot and his 2nd basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the paint, Daniels. And he can't bank that one in.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Out left to the wing, to the middle, and he dunks it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Denver.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Johnson outside.
Pelicans foul.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans.
Timeout for New Orleans. It's that middle of the game, Nuggets fans. Here comes your Nuggets dancing.
And Johnson drops them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Pelicans trailed by 9. Here's Holiday. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Tucker. Pocket 6. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Johnson surveying the floor. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And so it's the Denver Nuggets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
It's that time of the game, Nuggets. Here comes your Nuggets game.
Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here as we get underway once again. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
Denver leading by 9. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
This Pelicans team is interesting because they haven't been fully healthy. If they can keep everyone healthy, they can be a force.
Back to Kuminga. It's not going to go for him. And Denver the other way now. Back to Johnson. Carries it from three-point range. Johnson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets. Health is at the top of the list, you're right. And about the Pelicans, Smitty, they've had some bad luck in recent years regarding injuries, haven't they?
Yes, starting with Zion, Kevin, out most of last year, it really hurt them. But they got a lot of leadership on this team. If they can pull it all together, they'll be fine.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Smitty, the talented Larry Nance has a very complete game, doesn't he?
He does. He does a little bit of everything for this team. Scores, rebounds, passes, defends. Kevin, he's such an excellent role player.
And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Johnson with it. 10 points for him. Thompson in the corner. That one a little long. Pelicans trail by 15. Now Tucker. Wiseman with the rebound. That's tipped. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
pitch to Melton. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Heisman no good. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Down by 15. Down low. Trying to get open is Johnson. He's off on that one. Good D by Thompson. To the inside. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got 12 in the game.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide open man there.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Johnson outside. Jacks up a three. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass. You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Melton. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Johnson left side. Just 5 on the clock. Pelicans with the rebound. New Orleans moving the ball around. That one good for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
That's his first personal foul. 13 foul.
On defense, New Orleans. It's a 13-point game. From deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
And Tucker slams it in.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And there's the drive. To the left side wing. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wiseman. And he commits the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
14 foul. 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Johnson. 1 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
His first personal foul.
That's on Jalen Duren. The Nuggets have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. And Willie Green wants a timeout.
The Pelicans call timeout.
All right, everyone, time to make some noise for your one and only.
And Johnson drops them both. I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried. Johnson's got 17 now. Here's Daniels. That shot misses. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
To the right side. Outside for Murray. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
The Nuggets now in offense. They're on a 10-2 run here. To the paint. And stolen by Murray. It's deflected. .34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Good D by Thompson.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Out to the wing. .15 seconds left in the second quarter. Eisman no good. It's stolen by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. No good. And so it's Denver, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Inside, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Intercepted. Pass to Peterson. Had a hand on it. And here's Tucker to the middle. Here's Thorpe. Back to Tucker. Fires for three. And Ware pulls it down. Denver leading by 21. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Here is Daniels. He has 5. Takes it off the glass. He's got 8.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Peterson misses. Pelicans trailed by 19. To the left wing. Back to Murray. And Tucker has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Has to Ware. Here's Peterson. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul. Checking in for the Pelicans.
And Denver has possession. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now, here's Duren. 6 points for him. There's the pick. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
To end the drought. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. And it's blocked.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Missed inside. The Nuggets leading by 17. Here's Peterson. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, this defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
One of the stars of the 2020 bubble playoffs, Jamal Murray.
I mean, remember, he had a 50-point game. Murray averaged over 26 points, helped Denver make it to the Western Conference Finals. We saw Jamal take his game to another level in Orlando.
Pass to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. The Nuggets leading by 17. Over to the left wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
He takes it in. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Pelicans trailed by 17. And he jams it with authority.
His team hasn't picked up the slack, but he's doing everything he can do to win this game for them.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. For the 3. Knocked loose. Stolen by Tucker. Inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Peterson. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
There's the steal. They need this one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steve, last season the Pelicans showed signs of progress over previous years.
Well, Kevin, securing their highest finish in 3 years. Yeah, I definitely call that solid progress. And I think this team could be on track to only get better.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. So he gets them both. Pelicans trailed by 15. There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Shots good by Duren. Duren's got 8 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Wiseman. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
Well, listen, we know Wiseman has a nice outside game, but inside there aren't too many guys who can match up with him physically.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Timeout for New Orleans.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Pelicans trail by 15. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Let's give it a warm welcome, your Nuggets team. Let's give a warm welcome, your Nuggets team.
Milton with the ball. And he lays it straight in.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Back to Reddish. Down low. 4 seconds left. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Pelicans trail by 15. And Murray, here we go. And he banks in the layup. Murray's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pelicans. Pass to Wiseman. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Now that's a smart play by Wiseman. He's got their offense down. He reads his teammates' movements so well. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Greg, looking at the shooting numbers of Michael Porter Jr., they're off the charts.
I mean, his first full year in the league, Porter Jr. was top 20 in field goal percentage, top 10 in three-point percentage. Incredible numbers for a 6'10 wing.
Daniels with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. Back to Tucker. To the paint. It's stolen by Wiseman. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. It's picked off. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. From 2019 to 2022, Steve, Josh Richardson was traded 4 times over a 20-month span.
Kevin, that tells you how in demand guys like Josh are. Richardson is a 3-and-D type, plays the game hard. Everyone wants multiple guys like him on their roster.
Traps in the tray. And the Nuggets lead by 18.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Here's Murray. Here he goes. And he comes up with the deuce.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Wiseman. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Peterson. Another 3 for Denver.
He is cold-blooded, drops the dagger, piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Murray outside. Driving to the basket. Tipped away. And they'll get another chance. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. 6 to shoot. Moves back up. And the layup is good. He's got 20.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Here's Peterson. That's tipped. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Peterson. Denver passing it around. Here's Ware. Johnson outside. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Pelicans trailed by 15. On the wing, Daniels. From the line. No good off the back of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
Denver leading by 18. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And boy, it just seems like they are blocking everything. All throughout this game, they have just wreaked havoc defensively.
Out to the right wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
First free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one.
In the 2020 playoff bubble, some players struggled. Reggie Jackson was one of those guys, but he bounced back in a big way.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Murray. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
And with Jackson, Smitty, he went right back to being the player he was back in 21.
He was an aggressive attacking scorer with an edge, GA, and the 21-22 season was one of his best ever.
To the inside. Here's Durant. Denver grabs the miss. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Over to the wing. Here's Peterson. The Nuggets with another miss. Pelicans trail by 20. .144 left in the fourth quarter.
great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Johnson, a wide open look. The Nuggets with another miss. And so here is New Orleans.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nuggets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt. I thought an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Johnson.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Back to Holiday. Shoots over Johnson. The three ball. Hits it from three-point range.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's the pick. From deep. Duren pulls it in.